So if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, you're probably watching this video to get my honest opinion of this film. Others may just be wanting to kill some time or watch a review after seeing the movie themselves, so why don't we just get started with the review? Well, here's the thing, I can't. My Hero Academia 2 Heroes is a film that I've been hyped for a long time. And ever since reading the one-shot manga chapter with Jack Midoriya, and then the first chapter of My Hero Academia, I've been in love with this series. It's been roughly 48 hours since I've last seen the film, and the thoughts have been marinating in my mind for quite a while. But after watching the movie, I decided to conduct some more research on the film, and I happily discovered that the movie itself has a spin-off manga, and it's called There's Always Someone Out There Who's Someone Else's Hero. It resembles the first few episodes of the anime closely, and although it's only one chapter long, it serves as a great prelude to the movie if you're interested, and I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. It's only 15 pages long, but it's worth the read, so I recommend reading it right before you watch the movie because it gives you a little bit of information about the new characters in the movie. On to the review. First and foremost, I am going to try and make this review as major plot point spoiler-free as possible, but I will mention some scenes from the movie, so you have already been warned. If you want a part 2 where I talk about spoilery stuff, comment that down below. Alright, my opinion on My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. This movie serves as My Hero Academia's first major film to hit theaters, and in my honest opinion, it did it right. The film itself was only an hour and 36 minutes long, but it was an hour and 36 minutes that I personally enjoyed. It'll be on theaters on September 25th, the 26th, 27th, and 29th, and also October 2nd, so for only 5 days. On September 26th and October 2nd, it'll be in Japanese with English subtitles, and on all other days, it will be dubbed in English. I saw it dubbed, and the dub was pretty great, so I hope to see in the Japanese version with the English subtitles sometime soon. But either way, it's still a great movie. The film was beautifully animated by Studio Bones, the same studio that works on the anime, and the film itself takes place between seasons 2 and 3, and it's canon to the series. While making it canon for us, the creator of the series, Horikoshi, and Studio Bones decided to also include flashbacks, and from the first season and second season is what we saw in the movie, and where you can see All Might telling Deku that he too can be a hero. And another scene was when during the sports festival, Deku used that panel of metal from the robot to hit the mine to propel himself forward. Doing so also set the stage for viewers who had previously not seen My Hero Academia's anime or read the manga, which I was fine with because it barely affected the length of the film. In the very beginning of this movie, we get to see All Might in his youth. Link to that scene in the description if you want to see it, and in that scene we got to see just how powerful All Might was when he was still a student. We also see in the beginning that the whole world has heroes and people with quirks, not just Japan. Something I want to note is that in this film, the characters name drop some locations from the series, such as USJ and Tartarus Prison. In scenes where they name drop the moments from the past seasons, I felt like Horikoshi was hinting at the film's place in the timeline. Speaking of timelines, we find out that this film takes place during the summer between season 2 and 3, meaning our boy Deku hasn't developed his signature style yet. Something that kind of irked me though was probably not bothering anyone else, but when they named the island that Deku and the main cast were aboard, it's called I Island. No, not I Island or I Island, I Island. I took a notebook to this film so I could write down my thoughts throughout the movie, and I kept trying to write down different variations of the island's spelling for the name until a subtitle was shown that translated the name of the island for me halfway through the film, which was kind of irking me because I wish they'd shown that before. Now, the film also clarifies that All Might isn't just the #1 hero in Japan. He's the #1 hero in the world. He became the symbol of peace for everyone. We then met Melissa Shield, David Shield's daughter, who in my opinion was very well written, and I'm hoping to see more of her in the manga and the anime. She's a fairly young character, so I could see her being part of the series, maybe even part of the main cast in the future, maybe developing some support items for Deku. David Shield creates support items and machinery, specifically for All Might. He made all of his suits, so it's a given that Deku would fanboy over him. Back to Melissa Shield though. When we met her, she was riding some sort of pogo stick that reminded me of Yagorozu's or Momo's quirk, because when she no longer needed it, she could retract it and it would turn into something that looks like measuring tape. Deku and her became fairly acquainted, and we learned that she was born quirkless, so she decided to become a support item developer or scientist like her father in hopes of helping save lives, as seen in the manga spin-off that I'll link down below. Oh yeah, She also gave Deku that cool armband thing, and she called it the Full Gauntlet, which is an awesome name. Now, if this movie had just been conversations and no action, I would have still gone to see it, but I wouldn't have praised it as much as I am right now. Now, on to the next thing, the action of the film. We learn that the island has been captured by villains, who all are not from the original series. The villains take over the island and basically capture the pro heroes, meaning the Class 1A students have to save everyone, but not all of them are shown. We get to see a lot of fighting from characters like Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki, a portion of the movie that I loved. Oh yeah, and the final fight in the end of the movie is awesome too. We get to see something we have not seen before in the main series, and it honestly felt like a large portion of the film's budget went towards the final half hour of the film, and I personally like that decision. Something funny that I noticed is that in Season 3, Kirishima chose the clothing for Ida, Todoroki, Izuku, and Momo when they went to Kamino District or the Kamino Ward to try to save Bakugo. In this film, Kirishima also chooses the formal clothing that he and Bakugo wear. So if Kirishima doesn't make it as a pro hero, I could honestly see him as a fashion designer or a sidekick to Best Jeanist. And another funny thing is that Deku makes a lot of funny faces. A lot of funny faces. Now, a critique about this film that I do have is that we did not get to see that much of the outer circle of the main cast. Sure, we got to see Momo, Jiro, Mineta, and Kaminari, but we did not get to see enough of Tokoyami and characters like Tsuyu, who would have been great for the main cast of this movie. Another complaint that I have is that in this scene where Todoroki and Bakugo fight against the villains, Kirishima is sent flying into a wall, and we don't see him again until after the fight is over, and that happened when the fight started. And it felt to me like Studio Bones and Horikoshi either took out the scene with him fighting in it, or simply did not want to animate him any longer than they had to. Overall, My Hero Academia 2 Heroes was exactly what I wanted to see from the series ever since I started reading it. It provided me with some new characters and let the world know that My Hero Academia is not just for people who avidly watch anime. It can be seen by anyone. The purpose of this film was to market My Hero Academia to the world, and it did just that. This is a film I plan to rewatch soon and invite my friends to see with me. And if I had to compare this to any film, I would probably compare it to the first Digimon film. It gave me the vibe of that film and it felt more refined and executed better. Now, should My Hero Academia get a second movie? Yes, we absolutely need an All Might origin story, and maybe even in that film Horikoshi could dive deeper into the All For One and One For All's history, showing us some of the other One For All users who preceded All Might. The film could be about the origin of All Might or the origin of One For All and All For One, while also being about All Might before he got his quirk and his journey towards becoming the symbol of peace. Another thing that I would like to see is a My Hero Academia Vigilante spin-off anime series or a My Hero Academia film that focuses purely on the villain half of the series, showing us their perspective and potentially focusing on a character like Dabi or Stain. The Vigilante anime series could follow the manga clearly, similar to the original series, and the villain film could follow the origin of a villain or feature a villain in their battle against a tough opponent or tough opponents, like Class 1A students. Regardless, if Horikoshi decides to create another My Hero Academia movie, I will definitely pre-order tickets for it again. Alright everybody, so this was my very first movie review, and I hope that I did well. If you think I did do well, please leave a like, and also comment down below any recommendations or suggestions you have that I do for my next movie review if I ever do one. But I really do think it's pretty fun. I think I could do this more in the future, but I need your guys' opinions, so make sure you comment that down below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, join the family, guys. We want to do some more stuff like this. If you want more than just that Roblox content, if you want me to review different things, like maybe different anime stuff, I could definitely do that. It's gonna take a while. Like, I'm a bit late on this too. I think I'm about 2 to 3 days late on this movie review. I wish I could have revealed it any sooner or like published it any sooner, but I just did not have the time. I had 2 tests and also have a presentation in class coming up today by the time I upload this video, maybe yesterday or something like that. So hopefully this does get published soon and you guys get to see it. That way I don't delay it as much as I have already. But if you guys did enjoy this video, do me a favor, comment down below your favorite My Hero Academia character. Leave a like on the video as well. Make sure you subscribe, and also do me a favor and give me some recommendations for my next review. See if there's any anime films coming out in the future, maybe anime games that I could review for the future, because I would definitely do that. It just really depends on your guys' opinions and what you thought of this one specifically, and I'll try to fix anything you have recommending for me. If you want that spoiler review, comment that down below, and also do me a favor, if you like the ideas for any spin-off series or spin-off movies that they could do for My Hero Academia, type that down below in the comment section. Let me know. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I just need that to know if you guys want me to make more movie reviews on animes like My Hero Academia, or games that aren't just My Hero Academia, Well, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe. Till then, it's BDman Roball. I'm signing out now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, everybody.